Hello and welcome to this Tau Codex review with me, Xeno Vids. What we're going to be doing is going through the HQ section. Okay, so first on the list is Commander Farsight. Now, Commander Farsight is 165 points and you get Weapon Skill and Ballistic Skill 5, Strength 5, Toughness 4, Wounds 4, Initiative 5, 4 attacks, Leadership 10 and a free up armor save. He's a jetpack infantry character. He is unique. He's a special, delicate little snowflake who is awesome with a crisis battle suit, which we've talked about, has the black sun filter, awesome stuff. He's a plasma rifle, which is 24-inch strength 6 AP2 rapid fire. Goodbye Terminators, and a shield generator which gives him a 4-up invulnerable. He has the Dawn Blade, which is a sword. He has the Warlord trait for boldness for victory, which is the one where he deep strikes and he doesn't scatter. He's an independent character, has preferred enemy to orcs, supporting fire, and very bulky. If Commander Farsight is accompanied by a Crisis team who are bodyguard, it may include up to 7 bodyguards, which is huge. Now, I'll go first to the Dawn Blade, and then I'll talk about how awesome he is with his Farsight bomb. And what I mean by Farsight bomb is having him and a load of crisis teams. So, the Dawn Blade. Strength of the user, so it's strength 6, AP2, melee, armor bane. So armor bane is you wound on a 2-up essentially. Melee doesn't really mean anything, but it's an AP2 in combat with 4 attacks, strength 5. Farsight for 165 points, I think is a bargain, and he is really competitive. Now the best way to use him is by getting the Tau Farsight additional book supplement thing, because crisis teams become troops as well. Farsight is brilliant. Tactics, get him, big blob of crisis team, bodyguards, have your main army at the back doing your normal Tau shooting, Farsight, boom, over here. And you can just run around because he doesn't deep strike. You can have him wherever you want. Now, the Crisis Team bodyguard, as you'll find when I talk about them more, they are brilliant and you can pick and choose what you want them to be. They have all the tools of the trade. If you want melee, you won't find it because Tau don't do melee. If you want something that can shoot either troops, light vehicles, heavy vehicles, and flyers, you can have all of those, and all of them equipped differently. They've got so many upgrades you can give them. It's just amazing. And it does cost a lot of points though, but I think it's worth investing those points when nothing's going to be left on the table. Now, I have said about melee in the previous video and just now, the only thing that would work in melee is Commander Farsight. Now, when he went off on his adventures, he basically went off the radar, and the Tau main HQ, headquarters even, didn't know where he was, and then they heard whispers that Farsight had gone and hadn't returned, and they found him again, and he had tried to kill a lot of orcs, ignored what the Tau Empire had told him to do, and then he started wielding a blade he found. Dawnstar. Now it is rumoured Dawnstar is actually a Chaos artifact, or a demon sword, but because demons and chaos, their normal psychic powers, don't actually work on any Tau, there is no detriment for Farsight. He's just awesome with strength 5 AP2 melee. So 165 points, Commander Farsight. I think that's an easy choice. If you are looking for an army where you keep 90% of your force stood still behind an Aegis defense line of shooting, and a Farsight being the disruptive hammer blow, deep strike, boom, something's dead, boom, something's dead, boom, something's dead. If they get into combat, Farsight will slice them up and kill them. 10 out of 10. Commander Shadowson, 135 points. She is very different to Farsight. She is seen as a brilliant general and strategist, same as Farsight. Farsight is more of a boom, we're here, let's go. Commander Shadowson is kind of tricky. She has a weapon skill of 4, ballistic skill of 5, strength 4, toughness 3, 3 wounds, initiative 4, 4 up armor save, leadership 10. Initiative 4, attacks 4, leadership 10, 3 up armor save, jetpack infantry character. She's also a unique person. Now she has shield drone and a commander link drone, which have 2 up weapon skill, ballistic skill, strength 3, toughness 4, 1 wound, initiative 4, 1 attack, leadership 7, 4 up save. She has 2 fusion blasters, which are melters. 18-inch strength 8 AP1 melter. 18-inch melter, just think about that. She has advanced targeting system, a XV-22 stealth battle suit, the ghost who walks amongst us, defender of the greater good, independent character, infiltrate, supporting fire, and may take single command link drone and may take up to 2 shield drones. Now let's go to her section. Right, okay, so defender of the greater good. All stealth Shazwi and stealth Shazver, funny names depending on if it's like a sergeant or a normal bog standard troop. Models in the same unit as Commander Shadowson have the Sworn Protector special rule, which is on page 41. Lots of jumping around, although it does tell you the page number, which is really helpful. Sworn Protector, yeah, similar to a bodyguard team. If you shoot at Shadowson, she has stealth teams with her, which you should put her with. They automatically take the wounds for her. You don't have to roll lookouts at her. And a command link drone can dominate a single friendly unit within 12 inches at the beginning of each friendly shooting phase. This unit re-rolls to hit rolls of a 1 at the end of the phase, so she's really good at supporting other units near her. And she has a 3 up invulnerable. 3 up armor save, 3 up invul. Brilliant. She is only toughness 3, so if you do fail, she will die. Nothing in the Town Codex is Eternal Warrior, so you have to use tactics. They won't survive if something big and heavy shoots them. Her stealth battle suit confers a 3 up armor save and a 5 up invulnerable. But obviously if you have a shield generator drone, she has a 3 up invulnerable, I've just read. And she's stealth enshrouded as well. Shadowson can also shoot each of her fusion blasters at 2 different targets. Wow. So, one shot here. Boom. Sorry, that's one Land Raider gone. Boom. That's the other Land Raider gone. Oh, yeah, there's some troops inside. Sorry, my stealth team are going to shoot with the burst cannons, which are awesome and deadly. Yeah, Shadowson, 135 points, is also good. She's 9 out of 10, not as effective as Farsight, but definitely cheap. 135 points for a pretty awesome HQ. And competitively, I would probably take her if you weren't going to take an Ethereal, which we're going to come to in a bit. And again, get the model if you like painting town. Okay, the next one is Unva. 100 points. Unva. He has Ethereal Guard, page 60. If I think he's the one I think he is. He is what is normally referred to as the Space Pope. Yep. Space Pope. Here he is, sat on his throne with 2 guards. 100 points. Weapon skill 1. Bliss skill 3, strength 2, toughness 3, 4 up, 4 wounds, initiative 1, attack 1, leadership 10, save 5 up. He has guards which are weapon skill and bliss skill 4, strength toughness 3, 2 wounds, initiative 3, 3 attacks, leadership 10, 5 up, save. He has recon armor, which is the 5 up. The paradox of duty, signature duality, warlord trait, exemplar of selfless cause. We've been through the warlord traits. Special rules: bonding knife ritual, failure is not an option, great invocation, invocation of the elements, stubborn, supreme loyalty, very bulky. The Ethereal Guards have honor blades, photon grenades, recon armor, and the stubborn. So let's have a look at what all of this actually means. Paradox of duality. Whenever this is kind of quirky. Whenever Unva's unit suffers 1 or more unsaved wounds from a shooting attack, you roll a d6. If the result is equal to or higher than the AP of the shot, the wound is discounted exactly as if a cover save had been passed. Wounds from AP1 weapons are therefore automatically discounted. So this guy is not really going to go down to 8 melters, las cannons, bright lances. The way to kill him is by shooting him with your simple las gun or your little bolt pistol. And he'll die. But that's such a short range, you shouldn't be getting there because the rest of the tower should be shooting him. So great invocation. When using the invocation of the element special rule, he invokes up to 2 elemental powers per turn instead of 1. Whilst he is alive, all friendly units from this codex on the battlefield rerolled all failed fear, morale, printing and regroup tests. The powers I was talking about, I'll talk about in the ethereal section, because that's what they are. Basically it gives them benefits, like feel no pain, ability to fire an extra burst shot. But Unva is 100 points of sitting back, relaxing, on the back of the field, protected. Supporting your entire army, giving them special abilities, enabling them all to have brilliant morale, because the morale is low, leadership is low when Tau, which is a big problem, they will run away. So yeah, he's good if you want someone to support your army. Again, sitting back, relaxing. 100 points isn't expensive nowadays with HQ. He will support your entire army. I give him a 7 out of 10, maybe 7.5 out of 10, because he's a great support, one of the best support HQs in the thing. But I personally don't think I would use him. Okay, so next up is Unshy, which is another ethereal character. He's 110 points. Weapon skill 5, ballistic skill 3, strength 3, toughness 3, 3 wounds, initiative 5, 4 attacks, leadership 10, no save, but we'll come to that in his special rules. He has honor blades, EMP grenades, photon grenades, shield generator. Blade Master is his special rule. Failure is not an option, independent character, invocation of the elements, and stubborn. He's on page 64. Now, he looks awesome. I have to admit, he does look awesome. You can see that. I think the light's good enough. Standing on orcs with a big blade. Not how the model looks, unfortunately. So basically, Blade Master, when fighting in a challenge, he must choose 2 fighting stances. One, he re-rolls failed saving throws. The other, he has the rending special rule. Now, there's a shield generator, which means he has a 4-up invulnerable save. I think it's a 4-up. Yeah, 4-up. 4-up invulnerable save. No, not good. Get the model, use it as an Ethereal. 5 out of 10. That's all I have to say about him. Okay, next on the list is Dark Strider. Dark Strider. The Dark Aragon. 100 points. Weapon skill 4, ballistic skill 5, strength, toughness 3, 3 wounds, initiative 3, 3 attacks, leadership 9. Say 5 up. Is recon armor, pulse carbine, photon grenades, black sun filter, marker light, structural analyzer, fight on foot, fighting retreat, independent character, outflank, scout, supporting fire. Page 63, who is this guy? He's brand new to this codex, wasn't in the previous codex. And what the codex has done is given you 2 characters who basically, one's a beefed up Pathfinder and one is a beefed up Fire Warrior. So Dark Strider, who looks like a boss. I don't know how you see that, sorry about the light. Basically, Dark Strider can only join Fire Warrior and Pathfinder units. That's what Fight on Foot is. And Fighting Retreat is. Dark Strider and his unit can consolidate D6 in any direction immediately after firing Overwatch and before rolls for charge range are made. Wow. So yeah, you could be like, come at me. What you got? Bring it. And he's like, yeah, I'll come get you. Or if it's orcs, yeah, I come get you. Yeah, come get it, come get it. I charge you. Overwatch. Oh look. Can't get me now. And they're like, oh, you're too far away. Wow, that rule's awesome. Structural Analyzer. When Dark Strider targets a non-vehicle enemy unit with a shooting attack, that unit suffers -1 toughness against hits from that shooting attack. This applies to Dark Strider's entire unit shooting attacks, not just his own. So, use the target's modifier toughness to determine if the target suffers instant death. Wow. So that's awesome. He hasn't got any like super duper awesome weapon other than Pulse Carbine, which is Strength 5, AP 5, Assault 2, Pinning. So he won't cause any instant death. However, using marker lights, you're going to hit them, then you get a Seeker Missile. But a Seeker Missile is Strength 8, AP 3. So I'm thinking it combines that, because that's still his shooting phase at the unit he's been shooting at. I think that's how that'll work. And that's why they would write instant death, because nothing is like really toughness 2. So awesome. Good. Unfortunately though, I would give him, bearing in mind the rest of the HQs in this section, I give him a 7, maybe 7.5 out of 10. Not competitive. Use him in 500 to 1000 point games. maybe, or over 2,000 points, like Apocalypse, or 2,500 point games where it's just big, 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 big. I'd say it's more of a collector's model. It sounds okay, but for 100 points, a supporting thing for one unit, whereas for 135 points you could have Shadowson. For 100 points you could have the Space Pope on Var, who supports your army in more ways than this guy does. So almost cuts it, but not quite there. The next guy is an Ethereal. It's 50 points, cheap as chips. He has a weapon skill of 4, ballistic skill 3, strength, toughness of 3, 2 wounds, initiative 3, attacks 3, leadership 10, no armor save. He has failure is not an option, independent character, invocation of the elements, and stubborn. He may take honor blades, equalizers. He's not going to be in close combat. May take black sun filter and homing beacon. He's not going to need a homing beacon. Nothing's going to deep strike near him. Black sun filter, he's not going to shoot. And the unit he would be with probably doesn't need it. May take up to 2 drones from the drones list. If you do take drones, take shield drones, just to give a bit of protection to him and his unit. Page 35, early on in the book. Ooh. Now, the Ethereals are quite interesting. If you have been playing more attacking assaulty armies or beefy characters, you kind of have to throw that out the window, because Ethereals are supporting characters. Support. Not attack, support. Now, his failure is not an option. All friendly models from this codex within 12 inches can use his leadership for fear, morale, pinning and regrouping tests. Leadership 10. Brilliant. However, if the Ethereal is removed as a casualty in a mission that uses victory points, your opponent gains an additional victory point. Makes sense, but invocation of elements. Basically, anything within 12 inches that is a non-vehicle thing from this codex within 12 inches benefits from something that I'm about to read out in the movement phase. Now, you can choose Calm of Tides. The affected models have the stubborn special rule. Storm of Fire. Affected models fire an extra shot with pulse weapons when firing at a target within half the weapon's maximum range. This doesn't affect pulse bombs, but it includes crude rifles firing pulse rounds. Storm of Fire can only affect a unit once per turn, regardless of how many Ethereals invoke it. So, awesome. The range of a Tau weapon is 30. The pulse rifle is 30 inches. Think about that, 30 inches. Think about the amount of times that people have got within 15 inches. You're coming at you trying to assault. It's the best way to take down Tau. 15 inches. Oh, that's within their rapid fire, that's 2 shots. Oh wait, now it's 3 shots. 3 shots, strength 5, AP 5 is devastating. Anything within 12 inches. And then if you do get close to a melee charge, Overwatch. Boom. If you get a Dark Strider as well, oh, you're probably not going to make your charge either, and you have to jump over an Aegis defense line. So, Storm of Fire is brilliant. For 50 points, no, I'll carry on first. Sense of Stone, everything, all affected models within 12 inches have 6 up, feel no pain. Or affected models can fire snapshots after running. Not bad, that one. Not bad. So yeah, 50 points. No armor save, but you put him in with a troop of fire warriors at the back of the line. And for 50 points, you essentially give all units within 12 inches leadership 10 and the ability to fire an extra shot when people come at half your range with pulse weapons. And maybe a Feel No Pain, which could be nice, maybe-ish. So yeah, Ethereal, I'd give it 7.5, maybe even 8 out of 10, just because it is so cheap. He's a brilliant supporting. It's a Diet Coke version of Unva, because he can use 2, so he can give you Feel No Pain and that extra shot. Half the price of Unva. Sorry, I've been watching Guardians of the Galaxy trailer earlier. It's brilliant, I can't wait for that. Yeah, I take an Ethereal. I would. If I was being super cheesy, I'd take Farsight and Shadowson and try and get a 2,000 point list exactly to a fit in Ethereal. So I can do dual force. Oh, that would be deadly. But no, Ethereal's good. Most armies, I think, take them. I've seen them a lot. Do a battle report later, which I'm going to film and put on my channel. Space Wolves vs Tau. He doesn't use an Ethereal. Keep an eye out if you want to watch that, of the times that he could have used it well. However, he's using I'm using Space Wolves, which are kind of kitted out the same as a Tau force. But anyway, yeah, Ethereal. I'd use him. Okay, so the next one is the Cadre Fireblade, supporting character who is a adrenaline-filled fire warrior. Now he has a weapon skill of 4, ballistic skill 5, strength, toughness 3. He's got 3 wounds, initiative 3, 3 attacks, leadership 9, 4 up save, combat armor, pulse rifle, photon grenades, marker light, independent character, split fire, supporting fire, volley fire, may take 2 drones from the list. He's on page 36. I got a feeling. Okay, yeah, beefed up fire warrior who volley fire. If the Cadre Fireblade and every model in his unit remains stationary, their pulse rifle or pulse carbines each fire an additional shot in the shooting phase. He's 60 points. The model looks good. He's cheap, but Ethereal pretty much does the same. It's only up to half their range with the Ethereal, but Ethereal's only 50 points, and then you can make everyone leadership 10. I'd give this guy 6.5 out of 10. No one I know uses it. I haven't seen a battle report where he's been used on YouTube as well. Collectors, this is the model for you, just to make him look awesome. He's okay, but there are so many better things in this codex. Okay, this is the big one, the one that is mostly used, and the one you'll see every single battle report. A commander, which is a new model for the Codex, which is the front page essentially. That is a new commander model on the new commander. 85 points of awesome crisis battle suit, weapon skill 4, ballistic skill 5, strength 5, toughness 4, wounds 4, initiative 3, 4 attacks, leadership 10, 3 up armor save. Independent character, supporting fire, very bulky. You may give 4 items from the ranged weapon, supporting systems, may take items from signature systems, and may take 2 drones. Basically, kit it out to whatever you want it to be. And that'll be awesome. Iridium Battlesuit Armor is what you should give it, which gives it a 2 up armor save and maybe an invulnerable save of a 5 up, I think it does. Then you give it a Stim Pack Injector, which gives him Feel No Pain. Maybe it gives him a 5 up and it gives it 5 up toughness. So, super tough, awesome. You then give it super duper weapons, either kit it out for if you want it to stay back, rapid fire, or those strong plasma shots. Give it a crisis bodyguard team, who are 32 points apiece, a little bit more expensive than a normal crisis team, but give it that, which are weapon skill 2, ballistic skill 3, strength 5, toughness 4, 2 wounds, initiative 2, 3 attacks, leadership 9, 3 up armor save. Again, swarm protector, they will take the look out sir, you don't need to take, you just say this person has this wounds on him. They can be in a squad of 2 to support the HQ commander, and again, kit them out how you want them with the weapons and signature stuff. Some people, well, I will say there's 2 main things I see kitted out, and 3 ways to use the commander. 2 ways he's kitted out. Give him the special rule that if he forgoes his shooting, the rest of your squad gets, I think, rerolls. One of the upgrade. The other way to use him is pack him out with weapons, melter, plasma, missile launchers. Same with the bodyguard. Get them all tools of the trade ready to take them down. And the ways to use him is either jumping around the board, doing stuff, keeping him at the back, supporting everyone at the Aegis defense line, or having deep strike. He will scatter, unless obviously it rolls the warlord trait where he doesn't scatter. But again, it's going to roll a warlord trait, which is good. The warlord traits are good from this codex. Commanders are brilliant, and you should definitely think about getting a commander, kitting them out how you want. Now, Farsight and Shadowson are set in their ways. That is their style of playing. Farsight, you get that amount of points for the way he plays, aggressive. Shadowson, supporting and sneaky, 135 points. Commander, equip it to be whatever you want it to be. And that'll be awesome. Okay, so that is the HQ section. Wow. 2 things from there. The fireblade, the cadre fireblade thing, and the dark strider. They're fun, fluffy kind of HQs which I would never use. Ethereal, brilliant supporting. Unva, brilliant supporting. Unshy, the bladed Ethereal. Just get the model if you're going to have an Ethereal, because it looks a little bit cooler than the Ethereal models, the other Ethereal models. And Shadowson and Farsight are brilliant. Cheap, effective, and awesome. And of course the commander and bodyguard team is beautifully awesome. Me? I would probably go with, like I said, if I was being cheeky, Farsight, Shadowson, Ethereal, if it's 2,000 points dual force. If it wasn't, if you did want Farsight, he's going to be expensive with his bodyguard, so probably just taking an Ethereal as well, because it's 50 points and he can support the rest of your army. If you didn't want to do him, you could take Shadowson and then a commander, because Shadowson is a little bit cheaper, or Shadowson Unva, Shadowson Ethereal. It works out for her because it's kind of the same in the flub. She's with the main Tau forces, they can use the Ethereals to good effect, whereas Farsight has gone off and he just uses brute force and crisis teams. Commander is brilliant and will work well for you all the time and will survive. So if that's your warlord, probably not going to lose the warlord. Give your opponent the warlord point thing. Yeah, so far so good with this codex. The HU section, I give it 9 out of 10. So many different things you can use, ways to use them. So model looks great, all of them look great. If you are going Farsight, really consider the Tau supplement, the Farsight Enclave, because it's dirty. Crisis suits as troops, and Farsight is brilliant anyway. So, yeah, great section. Thank you very much for watching. I have been Xeno Vids. Please like, comment, share and subscribe. Let me know how you like my, just basically sit and talk about the Codex. I always want to improve. So thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.